Katherine Vaz, author of Above the Salt, forthcoming from Flatiron Books. I've been asked to talk a little bit about my inspiration for this novel, which is a sweeping love story set in the 19th century into the 20th. I did a talk one day at the Library of Congress, decades ago, in fact, and I was taken to the map room and shown an exhibit called The Portuguese Protestants of Illinois. So that was my first inspiration to follow the trail of this very unusual, little-known immigration story, since I specialize in stories about the Portuguese in America. And a little bit of research first led me to John Alves, who grew up in jail with his mother, who was condemned to die for heresy. He later courted a fellow exile that he met in the Lincoln household. This is from an interview he gave as an old man returning to the household. And then the real inspiration for me was that apparently his hand trembled so badly to recall his happy days courting the love of his life there, that someone else had to sign the ledger for him. And my final inspiration was that he then describes wandering the West for decades. And that blank that he puts in the middle there is where I found 400 pages to write about, to develop a story about what happened to the great love of his life. I enjoyed my research tremendously, all sorts of wonderful discoveries. I met someone at Illinois College, Dr. Lawrence Zettler, who was formulating ghost orchid perfume from ghost orchids found on the prairie of Illinois. Here he gave me last year the vial of what he finally completed. So I would say my inspiration for this book has been the incredible, from the island of Madeira to Illinois to New York, following the trail of what I hope is the story of love, romance, disappointment, loss, grief, war, but also the importance of love and friendship, and keeping one's spirits through hard times.